Jesus feeds 5,000, part 3 of 5 John 6, 7 through 9. Philip answered him, it would take more than a half year's wages to buy enough bread for each one to have a bite. Another of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. But how far will they go among so many? Looks like our assumptions from yesterday turns out to be spot on. Turns out Philip is just like us. Physical problems demand physical solutions. Now, let's consider Philip's answer here and give the devil his due, to borrow a somewhat inappropriate term. Is Philip's answer reasonable, or is it a wild exaggeration? I ask the question because I want to see if we're dealing with a possible volatile kind of person in Philip. So based on people who calculate these kind of things, biblical economists, a half year's wages would be about 200 denarii. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who the heck cares? Well, if they had 200 denarii, they would need to purchase about 20,000 portions of the cheapest bread they could get their hands on, barley bread. 200 denarii would get them about half that, so that would be rendering a small portion for that group of people. So what this quick calculation tells us is that Philip is fast in his feet and apparently good to have around in a pinch. When faced with a big problem, he does not cower away, he does not throw up his hands or in the towel. He's put on the spot, called up to the big leagues, they're the top tier in a sense, and delivers an answer that is the best the world can offer. And then Andrew delivers yet another obvious answer that can't cut it. So the apostles' best is not enough. But before we start handing out participation trophies, hungry people become hangry people. There is nothing more troublesome than hungry pilgrims. Trust me, I know. I've been doing youth ministry for 30 years, and you take your very life in your hands if you let a group of kids get hungry. The stage is set for Jesus to do something amazing.